I find it fascinating that the MCU is set to introduce two new characters with invisibility. However, they couldn't be more different. While one character will debut as a major superhero, the other has been introduced as a key villain, while also being universes apart from each other in the greater MCU multiverse. Invisibility isn't anything new in the MCU per se. For example, Ghost is a key MCU character possessing invisibility along with intangibility, as seen in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and more recently in Marvel's Thunderbolts. However, I do think it's notable that we're about to get two new, drastically different MCU characters who both rely on invisibility to a high degree. A member of the Fantastic Four, Sue Storm's Invisible Woman, is days away from making her MCU debut in the Fantastic Four: First Steps, played by Vanessa Kirby. Set in an alt-retro future version of the 1960s, Sue and her family will be facing the cosmic world, Devourer known as Galactus, before somehow joining the heroes of the main 616 timeline in Avengers Doomsday and beyond. Sue will also be giving birth to her and Reed Richards' son, Franklin. Just like in the comics and previous movies, it's been confirmed that the MCU's Sue Storm will possess her trademark ability to turn invisible on command. Combined with her ability to create and manipulate force fields, the Invisible Woman will be quite the force to be reckoned with, alongside the rest of her family in the Fantastic Four: First Steps. However, Sue's not the only MCU character with invisibility being introduced this summer. Marvel's Ironheart just debuted Anthony Ramos as the Hood. Invisibility is one of his core powers. Streaming at the end of June, the first 3 episodes of Marvel's Ironheart are now on Disney+, starring Dominique Thorne's Riri Williams as she works to build her own suit of armor following the events of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Additionally, the final 3 episodes of Ironheart are set to be released in the first week of July, only 3 weeks before Fantastic Four: First Steps. Keeping that in mind, it's pretty cool to see how Ironheart has been showcasing the darker side of invisibility with Parker Robbins' Hood. Played by Anthony Ramos, Parker possesses a red hood he allegedly wrestled off a demon. Leading a crew of thieves, this mystical piece of bold fashion wear allows Robbins to turn invisible for as long as he can hold his breath. Parker Robbins can also curve bullets fired from his twin pistols while wearing the hood, using his powers to commit various heists as he seeks to claim riches and greater power. The hood and the source of his enigmatic abilities are very intriguing. As such, it's going to be very exciting to learn how Parker got his hood, and what dark force might have given it to him. Parker Robbins's and Sue Storm's shared powers of invisibility are incredibly different, with one being an inherent ability and the other a piece of clothing. Likewise, Sue's powers are cosmic from space, with her body having been affected at the molecular level, while Parker's powers are magic-based. The Hood's power also seems to come with a dark cost, considering the black scars gradually growing along his back. Naturally, the intentions behind the respective uses of invisibility are also quite different. While Sue Storm will be a major superhero adored by the public, Hood is a small-time thief seeking greater power and looking to forge a criminal empire. To that end, I think it's pretty cool that the MCU just so happens to be debuting 2 invisibility-possessing characters at drastically opposing ends of the spectrum within a month of each other.